This is a Final Smash character. Um, I'm nervous, but I don't want to be because I don't expect it to be something that I want it to be. Um, if if I had to say, oh, these are my dream characters, I want one of these guys. It would be Phoenix Wright, and he's the one. Like, if there's any character who I think I want the most right now, it's Phoenix Wright because him, along with Bandana Waddle Dee, are the only two characters that have been like pretty like that aren't pretty unlikely to be the picks. Because like I think that Waluigi would be an incredible character to end on because he's just everybody wants him as the final fighter so badly, and I think he's the right amount of funny and the right amount of fan requestedness to be just perfect for being the last character. But he's an assist trophy, so I don't know how that would work. Um, of course, there's no like you can't be a fighter if you're an assist trophy. There's no rule saying that, but it makes me feel less confident about it because, and again, it's not a set in stone thing. Crom is in Robin's final smash, and he's also a fighter. Um, but the same thing holds true with Geno. I think that would be another character who I not only really love. I love Geno from Super Mario RPG. I think he has cool design. I think he's really fun to play with. And I think he would be a great character because Sakurai wants him. The fans want him. But people on Twitter are going to be like, "Oh, Geno, why do people even want him?" Because I guess that's the popular opinion now. Um, but again, he was added as a DLC costume, so it'd be kind of weird to add him as a DLC fighter too, just after the fact. I feel like that's the reason why Rex wasn't chosen, and they chose Pyra and Mithra instead. I feel like if they didn't add the Rex costume, they would have been like, well, maybe we could have done that. Um, but let's see. There's Bandana D, Geno, Waluigi, Phoenix Wright. Who else? Um, any Kirby or Zelda character would be really fun, as long as it's not a variation of a character that we already have. Um, yeah, I just want this to be first party Nintendo or something crazy like Phoenix Wright or heck even Crash Bandicoot. I feel like I'm not a huge Crash fan, but I finally started playing the games and I feel like Crash would be another satisfying way to end the Challenger Pack off just because he's a massive part of gaming history. He was kind of like the pioneer of 3D gaming. Like even before Mario 64, he was kind of just the guy who started out 3D gaming as a thing. So I feel like he could be another decent pick. Um, hmm. But of course, there's the whole Activision thing, and I feel like if because Nintendo's generally pretty decent at like not ignoring the drama behind this company is bad, we're just gonna pretend that it doesn't happen. No, generally they're really good about that, so I feel like they wouldn't make a huge thing of the final character if it was from Activision, because then they'd have to be like, this came out before all those horrible sexual assault allegations came out. So Crash, I have no idea. The only character who I think, like, not only do I really not want them, but I think that they're incredibly unlikely, is Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Because I don't think we need another anime swords fighter, and I know, he uses magic. No swords ever again. Never, ever add another character with a sword ever again. Ever. Ever. I don't care how little they use it. It's just, like, the precedent of, okay, but, like, what if we just slide a sword in there and just stop. Stop. You don't need to. You cannot. There are more unique characters from anime games. Like, just add in an archer, add in an axe fighter. Just anything else. Just never again. No swords ever. No thank you. Please stop. And also, I think just from a legal standpoint, Sora from Kingdom Hearts would be way too hard to put in because Square Enix is really possessive of their brands. Like they only before Sephiroth was added, they only let Cloud have two songs, one stage, in a bunch of costumes that look exactly the same. And then you have Disney. I don't know if Disney's gonna like that. This is gonna be way too complicated, way too much money. I think to put Sora from Kingdom Hearts in when you have to deal with both Square Enix and Disney. I don't think it's gonna happen. It could happen, but I'm gonna be upset if it does. And I personally think that just from a legal and contractual standpoint, it's the same thing. But just from that standpoint, I don't think it's possible. I don't think he's going to happen, and I also don't think that they would save him for last if he was chosen. I think that they would put somebody else first. But Who else? Who else are some characters that would be interesting? A Rhythm Heaven representation, a Rhythm Heaven rep would be interesting. I could see that happening. I mean, I don't know if they'd put it for the final character, but I don't know. Just what we need to take into account is if Sakurai is like, because they're building up this is the final Smash character. We need to figure out if they're like, if this is going to be a big crowd pleasing thing or if it's just going to be another DLC fighter. So is it going to be a Geno or is it going to be Tetra from Zelda? Oh, okay, well, guess we gotta find out now. I wasn't ready for this. Oh, are we starting off with a trailer? I have a feeling that Sakurai's gonna give a few words. Yeah, alright, this is the thing. Whew, alright. Wow. Joker, Hero, Banjo, Terry, Byleth, Min, Steve, Sephiroth, Pyra, Mithra, Tekken Man, Kazuya, that's his name. The final Super Smash Bros. Presentation. Hello, Masahiro Sakurai. Even if it isn't a character that I personally want, I just want to thank Sakurai for surviving being the direct thing of Smash hatred. Like, people hate on him sometimes, and he's been able to survive that. I just hope that he takes a break from Smash forever and just does his own thing for the rest of his life, because he deserves it. Okay, here are the Mii Fighter costumes. I have a feeling that these are going to be like, these are the ones that you wanted to be characters, but we'll put them in as costumes. I feel like that's going to be this one. Also, so it doesn't give away the character. Here comes Phoenix Wright costume. I can already feel it. He's probably going to be a brawler if he's added. Phoenix Wright brawler and then Miles Edgeworth sword fighter. Sploon! Octolink costume. I'm surprised that that wasn't added. Oh, are they going to do like all of the Echo Fighters that people wanted? Alright. Yeah. Alright, Sploon. That's interesting. Interesting that they waited this long to put Sploon. Alright, let's see. Is it? Okay, I thought that was going to be Foreman Spike. Weird that okay, is it going to be a Splatoon? Oh, I suppose that a Splatoon character would make sense because they're trying to push Splatoon 3. Alright. Alright, let's see. Who we got, Bowser? Saul Bowsman. Doomslayer! Yeah! Let's go! Oh, that's another character that I thought... Yeah, he could definitely... I thought he was going to be a potential character, but it's cool that he's in here at all. That's a really cool Mii Gunner costume, too. Oh, only 3. Alright. That's a weird roundup of Mii Fighter costumes. But, hey! I totally forgot to mention him in, like, Master Chief. I think if between him and Master Chief, I would have said Doom Guy, because he could still use like those plasma weapons that he used in the earlier games, and I don't know if they still use them in the new ones, because those are like a bit more cartoony than Master Chief's more realistic guns. But still, yeah, I feel like that fits. Not me. Doom Guy, Doomslayer, it varies. I think. I've never played Doom. Yes. Runs on any computer. Huh. October 18th. Oh, Final Fighter. Okay. October 18th. Alright. Oh, yeah. This is... Oh, they're doing the Splatoon characters because Splatoon... the Inklings were the first characters that were announced. Middle school to high school in that time. Did I? Wait, no, 2018. What grade was I in 2018? No, I wasn't in 8th grade. I think I was in 9th grade. I don't remember. Yeah. I think I was in high school when Smash Ultimate was announced. Yes, you're amazing, Sakurai. Thank you for everything that you have done and that you do. Even if I don't personally like this fighter, you put Incineroar in the game, and I love Incineroar. He's my second favorite Pokemon. Just, thank you, Sakurai. Whoever it is, we can let it be. I pray that Smash Twitter does not have an absolute angry fit. I think it's going to be Splatoon because they keep focusing on Inkling. It's going to be a Zelda fighter? Oh, they're finally acknowledging that they're all toys! Are you about to announce what I think you're about to announce? Is this what it... Is what I think is going to happen about to happen? Is it going to be Master Hand? What is happening? They finally brought back that they're all toys, though. What is... What on earth? Mario, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? I have no idea. How? How did they do it? Fine, whatever. Alright. Alright. Okay. Thank you, Sakurai, for putting together a good game. I just hate Kingdom Hearts. Alright, whatever. I mean, like, it's interesting, but still... This is... How many swords have we had in the DLC? Let's see, Joker has a knife, which I don't really count. Kira has a sword. Banjo, no. Terry, no. Byleth, yes. Min Min, no. Steve, yes. Who's after Steve? Sephiroth, was it? Sephiroth, yes. Kazuya, no. I'm missing somebody. I forgot somebody in the character cast. Oh, yeah, Pyra and Mithra, yes, yes. And then Sora, yes. Like, I understand it's a cool gimmick, but I don't really... Like, yeah, every fighter has a cool gimmick. I kind of just wanted a fighter that I liked. I don't really need, like, intense combo gimmick, whateverness. I just wanted fun Phoenix Wright or Bandana D doing a bunch of crazy stuff, or Gino just being Gino, or Waluigi being Waluigi. I don't really need Kazuya's intense combos, or Pyra and Mithra being two characters in one, or like, I don't know. I don't really need... I feel like, I don't know. I would say that this is not the most disappointed I've ever been in a character fighter reveal. I feel like that was Byleth, just because then I always assumed that the character reveals would be something that I not only knew but would be interested in. And then Character Pass 2, I think the only ones that I were interested in was Min Min upon release, just because the concept of not knowing who the fighter is, but we know what the series is, that was cool. And then Minecraft Steve was probably my second most excited character reaction, or like, I don't know. It was one. It's up there with like Incineroar. Just because I love Minecraft. And then I haven't been excited for a single character reveal since. I have liked Sephiroth and Kazuya when I've played them, and I think that Sephiroth definitely deserved his place, and I think that he's fine. But yeah, just overall, I don't really care for the second Challenger Pass. Like, I know that all over Twitter is going to be like, how can people say that all the sword fighters are the same when look at Sora compared to Pyra, compared to Marth, compared to Shulk? I'm like, yeah, I get it. All of them are different in their own ways. But it's just the fact that they're all sword fighters. And, like, we've had the too many sword fighters thing since, like, Brawl. And they just keep adding them. It just feels like they aren't listening. And, like, I get it, yeah, this was the most requested character, but we didn't need Pyra and Mithra. We didn't need Byleth. Like, I understand why Byleth deserved to be added, because Three Houses did really well. But, like, did we need 3 characters from the same game? Like, did we really need did we really need Lucina and Chrom and Robin? Like, I understand that game did really well for a Fire Emblem game, but 3 characters from the same Fire Emblem game, just Marth, Roy, Ike, Byleth, and like maybe Corrin, because Corrin's fun to play as. And then just call it there, leave it good, and then just never Pyra and Mithra. Like, I understand. All these characters are from prolific series, aside from Xenoblade, because they've had 2 games that have sold just okay. But like, this is in like each of these characters on their own, they're inoffensive, but it's just all of them back to 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 back. And the fact that like this is probably gonna be for a while the last Smash game, the last gaming museum, like playable gaming museum, and it, like I feel like we have enough representation of anime action games. Like, we have no visual novel representation. We have no representation of rhythm games. The only puzzle game representation we have is Dr. Mario. And I feel like there could be more facets of gaming that could have been more represented than another action game. Because, like, yeah, Sora, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is notorious in gaming. But Pyra Mythra, did we need him? Min Min, did we need him? Did we need, like, Byleth? Did we need Corrin? Did we need Lucina? Did we really? Do we need both Kazuya and Terry? Like, those are two of my favorite characters to play as, but did we really need them? Did we need Ken and Ryu? Did we need so many of these when we could have represented some other facets of gaming? Like, I want to play as a Tetramino. That'd be fun. And like, even then, even if Sora was the most voted character, like, it's more of a recent meme. I feel like people have been asking for Geno and Waluigi since before then. And yeah, again, these characters are unique. I know that it's not fair to compare Pyra and Mythra to Sora to Marth. I know that they're different characters. I just don't really care. They just all look the same to me because I don't care about them or their facet of gaming. And it may sound like I'm mad at Sakurai. I'm just mad at Twitter because I know that Twitter is going to be like, people are just mad because their character didn't get in. I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I am mad because my character didn't get in. And I feel like this and you treat that like it's just annoying when people are like, oh, you're just mad because the thing you want to happen didn't happen. And yeah, it was built up so much just for a character that you're not going to care about or play as. It's disappointing. That's a valid thing to feel. Like, obviously, the people who are going to harass people about it, they're not valid either. And the people on the same side of the coin, the people who harass people for being disappointed, you're not valid either. Ooh. Yep, stealing them in Kingdom Hearts. It's probably what I expected. It's the final Smash where they go, whoa, there's a big cutscene, and then they do an attack, and then the character poses, and they're like, haha! And there's a big explosion, and the character's like, ha! That's what pretty much every single final Smash has been. Like, every single DLC fighter has had pretty much the exact same final Smash. I wish that we had some non-cutscene ones, like this. Like, that's an awesome final Smash. I wish that we had more of those. Yeah, and there's a cool epic final thing where instead of it doing the game immediately, there's like a ching, and then it fades out, and then Sora's like, I'm cool, Sora, wow. Like, yeah, I get it, if you like Kingdom Hearts, it's cool, but I don't. This is like the anime equivalent of, like, really crowd-pleasing-y action movies, where there's just like explosions and bloods and all of that. Please take a break from Smash Forever, Sakurai. You deserve it. I want you to create more new games for you and no one else. Just do them for yourself. Have a good time. Be happy. Take a nap. You desperately deserve it. Summary: 89 fighters. Counting Pokemon trainers, 3 fighters, Pyra and Mythra as 2 fighters. I would disagree. 116 stages. 340 contained in those. 201 items, including assist trophies and Pokemon. 1,100. Jeez. 1,496. 450 games featured. Wow. 2,200, including, wow, 1,400 sets of Mii costumes. 2.2 billion hours. 11.7 billion games, over 90 billion KOs. Wow. Even if It may not be. Even if the Final Fighter Pass was not exactly what I hoped it would be, you still put my favorite video game character, is still my favorite video game character of all time, and my favorite Pokemon, second favorite Pokemon of all time. Kirby, my favorite video game character of all time, and then Incineroar, my second favorite Pokemon of all time. They're in the game, and that's cool. So thank you, Sakurai. Also, you made Donkey Kong really fun to play as. That was a good move. I liked playing as Donkey Kong. Admittedly, he fits. He fits in the game. And I probably wouldn't be as upset if it weren't for me just being disappointed with everything else. And we'll leave it on a more positive note. Reacting to King K. Rool, I screamed out loud. I was so happy that he was in the game. Reacting to Isabelle was so incredible, and adding her along with announcing a new Animal Crossing game, that got me super excited. Characters like Inkling, that was an awesome reveal. The Everyone is Here trailer is legitimately one of the best comprised trailers of all time. It is a masterpiece. Incineroar, again, second favorite Pokemon of all time. I screamed. Banjo and Kazooie, I screamed out loud. It might be the loudest I've ever reacted to anything in my entire life. Only contested by reacting to Sans Undertale. That is the only thing that I would say I maybe reacted more outwardly just excited for, because I literally just screamed Sans at the top of my lungs so loud that people came to make sure that I was okay. Minecraft Steve, of course, that reaction is on my channel. I was so excited for that. Joker from Persona 5, just awesome. I've never played Persona 5, I don't really care about it, but just so many YouTubers I'd watched were excited about it. Hero, initially I was disappointed in it, but I think he's one of the best characters in the game because he's just focused on being fun. He's just a fun character where you can do whatever you want with. I think that he was an incredible addition to the cast. Terry, initially I didn't like him, but I had a lot of fun playing him. Byleth, Min, I was super excited for upon her release. Let's see, I really enjoyed Kazuya and Terry Kazuya and Sephiroth after playing them, even if I was disappointed upon their initial release. I like a lot of these characters in this game. I love playing as Kirby. I love playing as Donkey Kong. I love even the characters that people would say, oh, these are terrible, annoying characters, like Ness, Sonic, Lucas, Mega Man. Even if I don't like playing as them or against them, it's still cool that they're in a game alongside characters like Mario and Link and Pikachu and Bowser. And even if this is not the specific thing that I wanted, I still got a lot from the base roster. So I will just conclude by saying that I just genuinely baffled why they didn't add Geno.